All right, class, we're gonna do what Sophie wants.
Yeah!
Yeah! Okay, but for real. Welcome back, Shine On Yoga at its finest in the beautiful Texas Hill Country. I am your guide today. My name is Teo, and I am super excited to take you on this journey through flow. Generally, we're gonna come out on the other side feeling good. That's my whole goal here today. I just want you to feel as good as I do. All right, let's get into it. Yeah. Come to the top of your mat standing. If you haven't been standing a lot today, take a couple minutes to just like roll out the shoulders, move the hips around, do the knees, get a little jingle jangle. Don't know what that means. It's okay, we're here now. So everything that's going on up here, just go ahead and put that off to the side for a moment. This is all about you. This is your time, so make yourself the priority here. Everything else can wait. Get really strong through your legs, strong through your core. It's not like we're sucking in, but imagine someone's about to sucker punch you in the gut and you just kind of tense up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale. Lift up and press down through your heels as you try and reach your shoulders up high. Exhale to come down. 2 more breaths just to get ourselves focused. Focus only on your breath and the movement of your arms and how good it feels to get long. It's okay, you're allowed to feel good here. Now that our minds have settled, let's get into our practice. Take your arms up overhead. Clasp your hands, rock side to side as you exhale. And bring your hands to heart center. Find your chair pose. Let's warm up our core. This is great for boosting metabolism, aiding in digestion. We're gonna do some strong chair twists. The main thing here, watch your knee alignment. Don't let the knees slip out of place. Keep them side by side. Elbows or triceps if you can, all the way down to your knees. Taking a big breath of air. Exhale, try to keep your thumbs centered. Come down and then lift your chest up to meet your thumbs. And if it's all right with your spine, see if you can hover off your knee. Get really strong to your side body. Inhale to center. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Hover if you can. Keep the knees in alignment for 3, 2, 1. Inhale up to center. And we're gonna go back and forth with a quick breath of fire. So keep the hips low. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open up, feel that side body get warm. Exhale, find a big forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, your right hand all the way behind your left knee. Then make a shelf with your right knee. Inhale, float all the way up. And we're going to expand this movement later on in class, but just for now, get really familiar, straightening your left leg and getting this big side body stretch. Exhale, float down, switch sides, left hand behind your right knee. Create a shelf with this left knee, rest your elbow on it, then straighten your left leg as you reach, straighten your right leg as you reach your right arm all the way up. Your left leg is bent. Exhale, float all the way back down. Step both feet back. Find your high plank. Stay strong in your shoulders, pressing away from the floor. Keep your legs squeezing together and gently tuck your tailbone under to stay strong through your core. Taking a big breath. And as you exhale, come forward. Touch the knees down if you don't feel comfortable holding your chaturanga position with knees up. And on your exhale, come all the way down. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoop your chest up. Push down through your palms. When you're all the way lifted, pull your palms back towards your hips. Awesome job. It feels so good. Press your chin to the sky. Exhale back down. Chest to thighs, tuck your toes under, find your straight arms and strong back, and then press into your downward facing dog. Inhale, scoop your right leg up. Exhale to open. Bend at the knee, pull your heel in close and push your knee away from you. Exhale, float down. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale to open. And pull your heel in close, push your knee away, and try to send your chest back towards your thigh. Exhale down, inhale, right leg scoops up. Exhale, come forward, and if you can, try to come up on your fingertips first. Give yourself that extra space to step all the way through. Then inhale, scoop your right arm up. Awesome job. Exhale down, inhale your left arm up. Ground down through your back heel and roll your shoulder into your knee. Exhale, back down. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Take your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, high on the fingertips if you can. Arch the spine. Bring your foot all the way through, then flatten your back. Inhale, roll off to your right side. Press your chest and your knee away from each other as you reach up. Exhale, switch hands, roll your chest or your back into your knee now. Ground down through your back heel. Exhale, plant both hands down, step all the way back, find your plank, then transition to chaturanga. In breath, up dog. Out breath, back to down dog. Touch that small child's pose first. Awesome job. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, bring it to the outside of your shoulder. Nice job. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and set it down all the way into your lizard pose. Get the insides of your hips really open and juicy. Nice job. Keep your lizard high. Keep your back leg lifted if you can. Really push down through this right foot. It feels so good. We're gonna go back into our plank position. Down dog. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale to your shoulder. Hold. And step it down. Keep your chest lifting up. Try to scoop your hips forward and down. Stay strong through your left leg. Oh, it's gonna feel so good when we come back standing. Exhale, step back to plank. Take a chaturanga to up dog. Knees down. If you feel too much pressure in your low back, back to downward facing dog. And you can walk, step, or hop back into your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up standing. Exhale, back down. Awesome job. So remember that big movement we did at the beginning where we're kind of reaching for a foot? We're going to take that same movement now. We're just going to take it up standing. So to get yourself warmed up, start by taking your left knee up and take the outside of your right hand to the outside of your left knee and just start engaging your twist. Get really comfortable in your hips. Big breath in. Exhale to squeeze. And soften, inhale to neutral. Exhale, opposite side, left hand, right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And set that down. Remember, we're going to go for the full extension. So bring your right hand up to the knee. This time you can hook and you can extend from your knee. If you have a strap at home or a belt or something like that, you can loop it around your foot to get the lift if you can't quite reach. But if you can make contact with the toes or with the foot and comfortably stay balanced, feel free to wrap 2 fingers, little bunny ears, around your big toe, and then find your extension. But still remember to lift up through your chest and roll your stomach forward and your shoulders back. Take your gaze behind you for an added challenge. Try to take 3 breaths in this pose wherever you're at. And set it back down. Feel the big difference that made in the back of your left leg. And want that same spacious feeling on the right side. So bring it up to start. And again, you can take your left hand underneath the knee and hold here and find your look back. You can take the extension. If you have a belt or a strap, feel free to take that as well to the bottom of your foot. But if you can, bunny fingers around the big toe. Whew. Stay balanced. Extend. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you twist. 3 breaths. Remember to stay focused. Keep your mind integrated with your body, with your breath. All the way back to neutral. It's gonna make your low back feel so good when we finish. Inhale all the way up. Next exhale, it's gonna make it a lot easier to come into our revolved extended side angles. So for your revolved extended side angle, now that we've created lots of space in the low back, take your left elbow just like we did at the beginning. Exhale across to your right knee. Find the fronts of your hips. Stay really strong and engaged as you step your left foot all the way back. Find that lunge. And you're already in the big twist. We want to see if we can find some extension. If you have blocks at home, you can take a block underneath your hand if it doesn't quite reach the floor and find this big twist. Or if you want to be really strong in your practice, just stay here and stay elevated and float your body. If you want to go deeper, you're more than welcome to take the hand all the way down to the floor. And if there's not quite enough space for the stomach or chest, you can take your hand out in front and still get the same lovely benefits from this revolved extended side angle. Wherever you're at, take 3 deep breaths. Keep sending your front knee forward. You can even extend your right arm long across your ear if that feels nice in your side body. Inhale to unwind. Back to our starting position, chair with a twist. Inhale to standing. Wow, much different sensation in the right leg this time. One of really strong support. Let's switch. Find your chair twist, right elbow, left knee. Get really strong across the front of your hips, belly forward, chest up, strengthen, and then extend. Find your balance. Inhale to lift, exhale. You can stay here. If the elbow comes all the way across, feel free to reach down. This can be a lot for your low back, so don't force yourself into this position. You can always take a hand down to the floor or have your hand up resting on a block. Wherever you find yourself, take 3 breaths. Do that extension with the left arm if you did so on the other side. And in these contorted positions, stay really focused on what your body's doing. Inhale back up. Exhale, squeeze your right knee in. Inhale to standing. You can feel the power of your legs just shooting up through you, really energizing your body. All right, let's take it down. Stretch those spaces out a little bit more. Finish our practice. Inhale all the way up. Take your hands to heart center, and in your mind, draw a line down the front of your body. Feel really balanced here, all the way down in between your big toes. Do this 2 more times. And imagine you're drawing energy and power up from your strong legs. They're just buzzing with life right now. And letting it pour across the top of your head and down the center of your chest, all the way back to your toes. Awesome job. Let's get down all the way to the floor in a safe and smart way. We're not just gonna bend over. Find that chair, nice and easy. Hands come down and feet step back to plank, and tabletop. Awesome job. We still have some work to do for the hips. So take your right leg all the way back. As you exhale, bring your knee all the way up to your all the way across to your right shoulder. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back, and we're gonna pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. See if you can take it a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll it off to the right side. Find that sweet spot. So having a strong outside of your hip is really going to enhance that revolved side angle that we just took. So we want to work on these small movements that help our larger poses. Inhale, exhale, knee, bring it all the way to your shoulder, squeezing outside of your hip. Just a few more seconds. Keep the foot flexed. Inhale, extend. 10 pulses all the way to the shoulder. For 10, crunch your side body. 9, 8, 7, 6. See if you can go higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off to the left side. Work it out. Now bring your right foot on an exhale all the way up beside your right hand and your left foot to meet your left hand, and sink your hips down low into your Malasana squat. Again, if you need extra support, you can place blocks between your hips and the floor. But if you can, see if you can sink your hips all the way down. And if the heels come off the floor, just slip a blanket underneath your heels, and it'll give you some resistance so you feel comfortable and balanced. Press your elbows to your knees, hands to heart center, and bring your heart to meet your thumbs. Really get strong behind your shoulders. This is a really vulnerable place for the hips to be, but the shoulders have to be really strong and supportive for the heart. So find that strength that we just built in the legs and use it as you squeeze into your elbows to lift you through your chest. Find your balance, find your strength. We're gonna move into crow pose just to test our edges for today. So with the same position, work your knees in a little bit closer. Take your knees to the backs of your triceps, and then just rock forward on your tippy toes until your hands come to the floor, and bend enough in your elbows to where the top of your head is facing down, and you have almost a 90-degree hinge. So again, knees come to the back of the arms as high up as you can get them, and then just roll forward until the hands come down. Lean and just hold here. Don't let your elbows go out. Keep your elbows pulling in, and try to pull your knees up towards your armpits. Try just one leg at a time. Grip the ground with your fingertips. And if you're ready to fly, go ahead and take both legs up, pull your toes together, and then you can shift your gaze forward if you like, or you can keep your gaze down in between your hands. Try to take 3 breaths. Don't let your elbows sneak out. Keep them squeezing in. And then we're going to come all the way back to Malasana and roll back onto our hips with legs extended in staff pose. You're rocking it. I love the effort. We're almost there. Keep your chest lifted. If you feel like you're crunching in the low back, just put a little bend in the knees. Use the heels to pull into your hips. Shift yourself forward. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift your right leg. We're gonna pulse up for 10, 9, 8, you got it, 7, reach if you want, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg, reach with the right hand if you want some added strength for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both legs lift for your strong boat pose. Hold. You can bend the knees as much as you need. You can keep the toes on the ground and use your arms to find a comfortable place for counterbalance. 3 breaths. Exhale, hollow body. You can take your hollow body high with your feet on the ground, arms by your side, or you can come into an advanced hollow body with everything floating like so. 3 breaths. Make sure your low back is flat. If you have a curve, just pick your legs up to take the curve out. You don't want to have this big arch in your back. You want to stay strong and engaged. Set it down. Roll your head back and forth. Take your hips side to side. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Grab opposite elbows overhead. Take a few deep breaths. Notice the sounds around you. And slowly draw back from those sounds. You can take your arms down by your sides and your legs out straight if that's more comfortable. And I also invite you to stay in this bound position if that also feels really great. Take your focus to the sound of your breath. Maybe you can hear it all the way inside of your chest. Like an ocean wave, allow its gentle swaying back and forth. Rock your mind and your body into almost a hypnotic state. This is a place where our mind goes to restore, where our body goes to repair. It's a place where we feel safe and protected enough to be really soft and open, and really receptive to all the beautiful energy around us. So breathe in the energy that floats in the air. Breathe in the energy from the sounds around you. Let your body grow soft and heavy. Allow yourself to be taken away by your breath. Take in 3 deep breaths, hold at the top, let it out with a great big sigh. Release your arms and your legs if you haven't already. Move your jaw around, move your hips around, maybe rub your eyes a little bit. You get to wake up for a second time today. How lucky is that? I'd say it's pretty lucky. Roll off to one side. Give yourself a little stretch like a cat. When you come back to a seated position, whatever that looks like for you, just notice the softness we've cultivated in our body through strength, through being open. Notice the softness of your mind. Notice how light and free your body feels. This is a place we can always get back to. And it's the type of place we'd want to interact with our friends, our relatives, our loved ones, even our enemies. It's a place that we'd like to come back to make wise, conscious, smart decisions, to treat ourselves right, to set our boundaries and hold those boundaries. So if you ever feel out of shape mentally or emotionally, or if you feel like you have a heavy or hard, difficult conversation ahead, or if you know you're going to be spending some rare time with someone that you don't get to see very often, you really want to make it count, just do a short practice. It can be anything that puts you back in this place where you can be open to the world, and instead of reacting how your mind typically reacts. Instead, you now have the freedom to respond and respond well and be conscious and alert and energized and full of compassion and love in your big old heart. So I hope we achieve that goal. I hope you feel just as good as I do. And if not, do it again. Maybe see how you feel after round 2. I'll see you next time.